The children who refused to sleep in the year of our Lord 1513, in the marsh-bound village of Alderwick, there began a torment no priest could quiet and no mother could soothe. It started in early harvest. At the 11th toll of the abbey bell each night, every child in the village would wake, not stir, not whimper. They would sit bolt upright in their beds as though lifted by unseen hands, eyes wide, unblinking, fixed on the corners of their rooms. Then they would scream, not like frightened children, but like something being dragged across hot iron. The first night, parents thought it was fever. The second, a nightmare. By the third, every cottage in Alderwick howled in unison at the same hour. The children would not say what they saw. They would only point to the ceiling beams, to the dark rafters, to the spaces above the doors where shadow gathered thickest. And when asked what stood there, they whispered only, "It has no face yet." Father Edrin of the parish church of St. Bartholomew ordered candles kept lit through the night. Holy water was poured over door frames. Psalms were sung until voices cracked. The screaming did not cease. On the 7th night, Thomas Weaver's son did not scream. He laughed, a slow, wet giggle, bubbling like broth. His mother found him standing on his mattress, forehead pressed to the wooden beam above. His fingernails were torn to the quick. Blood streaked the wall where he had tried to climb. When she pulled him down, she saw something that froze her breath in her chest. His eyelids had been peeled back, not cut, peeled, as if something small and careful had worked its fingers beneath the skin and lifted. He did not blink, he could not. He only whispered, "It's making a face now." By the 10th night, the children refused to lie down at all. They clawed at their parents when carried to bed. They bit, they spat, they sobbed until their throats were raw. Because when they slept, even for a moment, it came closer. A milkmaid claimed she saw it through her cottage window at midnight. Something moving along the rooftops like a man crawling on all fours, except its limbs bent too many times before reaching the tiles. It paused at each chimney, listening. Then came the 11th night. The bell never rang, it split. The great iron tongue fell from its housing and crushed the sacristan beneath it. And in the silence that followed, the children began screaming anyway. Earlier, louder, longer. Parents rushed into their rooms. But this time, the children were not in their beds. They were standing in the corners, all of them, faces pressed into the walls, fingers digging into mortar and timber, as though trying to widen something. The mothers pulled them back, and where the plaster cracked, there were holes, small at first, then stretching. From within the walls came a breathing, damp and patient. Something had been living inside Alderwick long before the children ever woke. When dawn came, 3 children were missing. No footprints led from the village.